Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Fishing the Percolator's Twin Peaks commentary track. We are watching Season 2, Episode 15, Slaves and Masters.
Sexy time.
I'm one of your hosts, Scott Meany.
I'm the other masters, Matt Chorney.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So we are going to get started. If you're queued up in Netflix, we are at 00, and I'm going to count it down and hit play on play. 3, 2, 1, play. Looking at a bird. Looking at a smokestack.
So much smokestacking.
Twin Peaks.
Happy music.
So we screwed up. And the podcast, we usually record the podcast and the commentary track on the same day, like so they're fresh.
Oh, we're telling them this.
Yeah,
Okay.
why not? I mean,
All
we got to
right.
talk through the thing anyway. So
Fair enough.
especially this. So unfortunately, any raw reactions that you would get from Matt will not exist this week on account of he knows what happens in this episode.
But
We
I'll try
totally
to
watched it.
fake it as best as I can.
Yeah. We totally watched this and lost the recording. So
Thank you, Audio Hijack Pro.
Said it was recording.
Here's hoping take 2 sticks.
Otherwise, no episode this week, and
You won't ever hear this, so cool.
I'll explain it in the text. No one heard this anyway.
Doo-doo. Love that muddy water. In all honesty, I probably forgot most of what it was I was watching. Because when we commentate on it, I lose a lot of the dialogue from the show. So,
Well, that's good. I'm sure the listener does too, so we are
well,
sorry.
the listener would theoretically be watching this at least for the second time, or you're doing it. I won't say wrong. If that's how you choose to enjoy the show, good for you. But it's not ideal. Oh, those scary, scary chessboard pieces that are set up in a way that no chessboard would ever be set up.
So Wyndham Earl, right? The actor that plays him. I was watching last night. We were watching Heartburn, which is kind of like this romantic type of movie, like lighthearted kind of thing from like the 80s, from like 86. It's got Jack Nicholson and Meryl Streep in it, and they're having a baby, and friggin' Wyndham Earl is the doctor.
Oh, no.
It's very like, this is fucking Wyndham Earl.
So you jump up in a onesie with sweat stains and just start yakking at him the entire time?
Beating the baby immediately with a flute. Jimmy James.
John Jameson. Homer, that's the worst name I've ever heard in my life. Okay, so wherever the hell we are outside of Twin Peaks, we found the worst sheriff department since Twin Peaks. Because look at this idiot. I fucked him. And I said, quiet, you bumbling fools!
Thank you, Mr. Tarantino.
What? Oh, wow. That was creepy. I totally missed the 3-cop march at the end of that.
Yep. They try to pour on the weird a little in this one.
Yeah.
You fucked up. I heard your phone. Hideout Wally's is a hell of a name for a bar.
Back at the worst bar in the world.
Let's have this conversation here, where any server or bartender could walk by. Ah, God. Now for a drawn out, awkward phone call. Really would be better if they'd been looking at something. I like that they acknowledge immediately how much he reminds us of Frankenstein there. So good for them.
Hmm. Here's hoping he meets the same end as Frankenstein. Nearly getting killed by Leo.
Maybe the night the mill burned. It's a new Billy Joel song I just heard. God, I hate him.
Why is he always so put out?
I don't know. I feel like every scene should like start with him just being beaten unmercifully.
He's literally building his alibi to make him not guilty of shit. Why is he acting so put out? Thank you.
I feel like he should be
Arrested for obstruction of justice?
yeah, well maybe that. But I feel like in every scene he's in, he should be beaten up like Steve Buscemi in Escape from LA.
Oh, jeez.
Like every scene, just constantly getting smacked around.
Ah, the hero returns.
Yay.
Never even met that kid, and I know I hate him.
And now a gentle embrace.
Oh, they're friends now.
The closest.
You know, we jest, but we all have that friend that we know we hated originally.
I
And
would
then
say a large portion of my friends were people that I got in fistfights with, and then we became the best of friends afterward.
Yeah.
I realize that makes me sound like I'm like, well, I'm just a bare knuckle brawler traveling the U.S. But I meant childhood spats.
Yes, I understand, and I am right there with you. They literally had the word bomb written on them.
He did sign Wyndham Earl to them, so
White.
Whew, whip.
Those are shoes, man. In case you couldn't put it all together. He's not that clever. He's sending cadavers through the mail.
I was thinking he wanted to anyone could, but of course we triangulated his position. We're moving in
Hmm.
now. He's actually in a cabin in the woods. He's left quite a trail.
Yeah, I don't think Wyndham Earl's quite as clever as the FBI has given him credit for. I think the FBI just isn't good at their jobs in this show.
I do think in this show that the FBI is not particularly great at things.
This is, I mean, we're 1990, 1991 here. We're back in the time where the average populace didn't know dick about what the FBI actually did.
I
And
don't.
it's just a giant mystery.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know if there was ever a time I didn't know. I mean, feds had come and gone. I don't know why this is the second time on this podcast we're talking about feds.
Because
But
this show is a lot more popular than Feds. You know what I mean? And this show helped shape the idea. Like we would not have the movie or the concept of Men in Black if not for this show.
I don't. I feel like people know what the FBI is at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, uh, at this point now, I'm just saying, as a child growing up in the '90s, the FBI was a thing you thought was basically the X-Files shit.
I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
what about like Die Hard and like all those movies where like the FBI comes in and they take
How
over the
does
case from the local cops and
Yeah, same gimmick though. Just a bunch of stiff guys in black suits with no humor that always looked like they were supposed to know what they were doing, but fucked up. Especially like in Die Hard. Like the FBI sucks in that movie,
I mean they always seem like the super cops from the government. I don't know. I feel like I always knew what the FBI did.
but they always screw up. Is my point in the
That
media.
too,
And
I guess.
again, sorry, we're talking right over the obvious. What the fuck is going on in this show?
I love Wyndham Earl.
I don't know what to make of them yet. I haven't gotten enough of them. I don't like this version of him.
Oh, I like this version of it.
Like I'm starting to sweat and itch just watching him in that thing right now. That eagle in the back is like too much, man. Actually, they were stripped of the rank and title of samurai when it was made illegal to be one, but whatever.
Well, he doesn't say that didn't happen too.
Yeah, I know. 19 the weird fixation
In
this
1990 we didn't know what a samurai was, but it
this
was
is my
thanks to
point.
Twin Peaks that we now finally know what a samurai is.
This is my point. This entire show has a weird fixation yet veiled racist outlook on Eastern culture. No one who makes gruel ever calls it gruel.
Yeah, I had it last night. It's called cream farina. Sick wife. That's your comfort food.
What the fuck? Why is he purring?
Why aren't you purring?
That's never happened to me before. What part are you talking about? The 30 seconds of sex or the 30 minutes of crying? Both. Oh, shut up, Ed. Anyone else feel that she's too good for Ed?
Yeah, they're both local business owners.
Hmm.
Plus, I love Ed. Plus, Ed's basically secret police for the town. I mean, come on, Ed's got a lot going on for him.
I don't know. Ed just seems like a mess. A heart upright mess. I mean,
He's a good man.
is he?
Got in a bad situation because he blinded his girlfriend and married her out of pity. Uh,
Yeah, but he did it the opposite way around.
yeah, well, still though, still
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it's still bad, but I just say it kind of becomes worse when you think that it happened the opposite way of what you stated.
Yeah, I guess.
Like if you blinded her first, you can understand marrying out of pity. But no, you married her out of convenience and spite, and then blinded her the day afterwards.
All right. Well, mistakes were made.
Oh yeah, yeah, and he's the first to also state them. But
Ed's a good guy.
In this town, he's definitely not the worst.
Oh, hell no.
In this rampant town of love triangles, he's definitely nowhere close to the worst.
Precisely.
No.
Doing things.
You know what it is? The problem is I've seen the people under the stairs before this, and I can't see them as anything else. Bring the gimp suit.
I never leave home without it. Oh, right, the wife.
Oh, gee, who would have thought she'd have come home at, the middle of the afternoon?
God damn.
So dumb. Hi.
Knife River. Which I'm sure is a real place, but it's still a terrific name.
Don't ask how I got that name. Disqualification doesn't get you second place, Nadine. Who did you kill to get that trophy?
I bludgeoned an 8-year-old boy for this trophy. Oh.
This part bugs me, man, because this is the way they decide to wrap up this triangle. Is we're just gonna leave Nadine insane, and she's totally okay with this. I'm gonna go hijack me a teenager. Well, that ended well. Stop rubbing the fucking model.
Oh. Josie, the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Pull it together, Josie.
See, look at that Coop. Pissed at her.
Again, if he was shot 3 times in the back of the head, where'd they get that photo from?
Asian man killed.
I'm not putting up with this love triangle horse shit.
Deal with this.
Why is Josie wearing her uniform to an interview? Oh, they're at the house. Okay, I thought for a minute they were at the precinct.
Check that kettle for fish.
Yeah, I know. Make sure there ain't no damn fish in here. The fuck you doing in my house, Cooper?
They shouldn't let these people into the country.
Not the hotel, though, mind you.
Being American used to mean something. All right, Pete, that's quite enough. I'm telling you, they come here and take our jobs.
Speak our damn language. Actually, Pete, the United States does not recognize one language as an actual state language. That's not what my great-grandfather fought and died for.
I feel like I love Pete, but I always do feel like
He's an idiot.
Pete. No, like Pete would be the guy to come in shrieking about the immigrants.
Yeah, well, you know what it is? It's because he's old and drunk.
Yes,
And those are a combination of that thing.
like Pete doesn't get into enough arguments yelling about how much he enjoys Coors beer, as he should. I feel like he needs a trucker cap and to be perpetually yelling about American-made awful beers.
Yeah, Miller High Life. Catch the bullet. Oh no.
Oh my God, you found the mutagen. No, no.
I always feel like Josie is kind of torn between doing a Japanese accent or a British one. Like she doesn't know the actress doesn't know quite where to go with her voice. Oh
Well,
wait, no,
she's
she's
from
from Hong
Hong Kong.
Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I apologize.
For the
That's my
record,
point.
I think in the podcast we also said that Josie shot Thomas, and it's very clearly Thomas Eckert that killed him and is now trying to set her up.
Well, last episode I thought she did it.
Was that last episode? God, my
That was the last
timeline is so
episode.
screwed
Yeah.
up. But enough of this crap. Here comes
Yeah, here comes
gold.
the hero. Yeah. If it isn't the star cast all assembled again. Oh, these poor bastards.
Are you kidding me? They could be carrying around luggage, and yet they get to do this. This is a goddamn vacation day for me at any job I've ever had.
I don't know, man. I hope
Boss
they
is
pay.
crazy. Stand in the room with the drum. You're gonna see some shit.
I'd hope they get paid well. Is all I'm saying. I'm just looking at the bright side, kid. Come on. Also, why is everyone like feeling up on Audrey here? Jacoby, your pants are on way too high.
Call me crazy. On you it works.
See, this is funny. Here they are marching, and then in the next scene, they're right back.
Come on,
See,
horns.
this is the Audrey music. Last episode, they were playing Coop's music for her.
No, this is occasion. This is the mystery music. Audrey's theme is that other music. The one you think is the Coop music. Also, they kind of use the 8 songs interchangeably here and there.
I love the head nod.
Were you guys having fun? I thought I'd come fuck it up. You guys having fun? I thought I'd come fuck it up. Yeah, thanks, Bob.
So is he supposed to be Grant? For a minute, I thought he was supposed to be Stonewall Jackson.
No, he's Laddie.
Okay. Ugh.
I gotta tell you, if I was absolutely, completely insane like that son is, though,
Mm-hmm.
man, I'd be in my glory if all of a sudden one day it was just like, yep, this is your life now. Like, oh, okay.
Maybe that's what drove him insane in the first. Someone tells me this is not the first time Ben's gone batshit.
It is pretty specific.
Yep. I thought I'd find you in this abandoned, obviously closed bar. Well, you should. It was just yesterday you met her. No, Donna, he's really not.
He's a relatively good person. I mean, he's not a bad person.
He's an adulterer, crime meddler, moron. He's not a great person.
No, he's a moron. He thought he was helping the woman who hated her husband or whatever. He has reason. There are dumb guy reasons for
Yeah,
everything. He's
he's
just
not a
stupid.
murderer. He's just an idiot, but he's not good.
He's a moron.
Really? God, he really does look like Tarantino.
He looks like Tarantino in Dusk Till Dawn when he turns into a vampire,
Nah,
and he's got that
the
enlarged
giant
head.
forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bartender just totally allowing this right now, huh?
Well, I think you've made a good point. This bar is closed.
Yeah, but the bartender did just walk by.
Never mind, you don't have a good point.
Yeah.
You get nothing.
Good day, sir. Donna, you gotta work on your intimidation skills. Crying and begging don't usually get people to do anything. The trees are scary. It's a horse, but not a pale one this time.
A chess piece.
Or I use the same slide twice. One of three things. That is a terrible drawing of Josie.
It's still an asshole.
But he's right! Hmm. I mean, even if she's not the trigger man, she's still an accessory to 3 murders. Well, duh. That would be unprofessional. Busy, busy, busy at work today.
Harry, for God's sake, there's a serial rapist going around. Can you at least pretend to?
Seriously! And a serial killer.
Yeah, I
And
guess I
just.
could have just gone with killer than making up what I assume must be crimes and things going on in Twin Peaks. There is a serial killer actively on the loose.
But you might not be wrong in this town. There's a lot going down in this
Oh
town, man.
no, I assume that there's a lot of horrific
Yeah,
behind-the-scenes crimes going on.
yeah, just.
Like Harry, at least shuffle some papers.
I mean, even when you're polishing your gun, you can at least hack that out as work.
I wonder who their chess expert will be.
I know it floored me. See, at first I was really hoping it was Toad. I wanted Toad to have a bigger fucking role in this.
Alas, God, I love Pete.
God, yeah. I wish I could say what I wanted to say right now. In my mind, Pete is just a horrible racist.
Oh, it's not enough information to go on, but I assume the viewer knows. Fair enough.
Yeah, except that in this context, as to what Wyndham Earl is doing, that's not going to help you, Coop.
No, it'll help with this.
I'm sure somehow it will. Right now, it's not making much sense. Because Wyndham Earl kills somebody and then sends a chess piece.
Well, now he is every time he takes a piece.
Yeah. But I mean, seriously, the reason Wyndham Earl knows what piece Coop has moved is because he keeps breaking into his room and looking. Maybe a security camera around his room would be in order.
That was only one time so far.
How else is he knowing what? Okay, Coop's only made one move. Okay, fair enough. Just saying. How does Coop plan on letting Earl know his next?
This gets worked out.
Okay.
You're jumping
Okay.
on this way early.
Okay. Okay. No, fair. Fair.
Shelly's back.
Uh,
Really turned on her.
it's not that I hate her. It's just I don't care about her now.
No, I've moved to hate. I've put her in Leo and Bobby's camp. I think on this rewatching, I'm just like, you know what? Why am I giving her credit?
Of the three of them, if I had to pick one I wanted to see live at the end, it would still be Shelley.
Yeah.
Because Leo and Bobby are just, ugh.
So Hank's going back to jail.
Or at least that's the plan.
Dun dun dun.
You couldn't keep him incarcerated last time, Sheriff. You think you're going to do it again? Oh.
Sheriff, come talk very closely to me by the door.
In the window so everybody can see us getting all intimate like.
It's like if Ed walked in, he'd be furious to look in this door.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. If Domino Hank.
Uh-oh.
Oh Jesus, never mind. I'll save that for later. Nice bow tie. Meh. She's such a grandma. Why is she the seductress in this show? Who's the actress who plays Catherine?
Oh.
Do you know her name?
Offhand, I do not.
Okay. I don't know what else she's been in, but does she always play the part so over the top? Or do you think that is her direction in this show?
I think it's her direction in the show. Well,
Yeah.
I think it's her direction and her choice. I mean, they all knew what the hell they were getting into. It's not like you watch the first episode of Twin Peaks and don't get an idea of what the hell everyone was
Right.
aiming for.
But like her character is over the top actress. Like Jesus Christ. Nah.
Piper Laurie, by the way.
Ah, okay. Like she's trying to out British the British guy, and she just can't do it.
Well, she is from Detroit, so.
Ah.
Okay, but here's the thing. Oh, no, hang on. Never mind. Incorrect.
We eat on swine brain.
I know we're trying to make an effect here, but I don't really want to eat the pig head.
Mm. Can't even blow a circle. There you go, you dumb bitch.
Ah,
How'd you know I'd be right here when you walked in?
how'd you get in the house?
Why did you return to the scene of the crime you're wanted for murder for?
So sexy when I'm mixed up.
I'm all mixed up and I don't know what I'll do. And I do it again. Good day. You were right for the first time, you idiots.
Was it for love? No,
No.
no.
He's neither of those things. You know what I like about you, James? You're easily confused. How did you teleport there? All right, so what did you say last time? You think they lost some of the footage, and so they just did this stupid slow motion thing?
I legitimately think that this chopping thing is like, what do we just cut it right to? Like, I think they cut right at the very end of the dialogue on
Mm-hmm.
accident, and they're just like, all right, let's do that stutter thing and desperately try to stretch this out to
It's the same
43
thing.
minutes.
It's the same thing they did with old animations back in the day. They just kind of stretched the cell longer than it had to be because they're like, oh wait, our dialogue runs longer than the animation.
Yep. I mean, complete speculation, but who knows?
My God, Audrey got hotter. Who's
Because it,
making the horse noise? Who names their kid Scarlet? Sire. Jesus Christ. What I wouldn't give for Ben to just pull out like a flintlock and shoot Bobby right there.
oh my God, you encouraged this, Doctor.
Oh, Jesus. You know, if it wasn't for the insanity, this actually looks like a lot of fun. I kind of want to wear old uniforms and smoke really good cigars and be stupid for an afternoon.
You know, I have great news for you. In any town, you can do that. There are maniacs that do just this.
Yeah, but I think they take it too seriously. I want it to be like nutso, like this.
Yeah, you couldn't show up drunk to that, and I feel like people
Yeah.
would get real mad at you. It'd be like going to a Renaissance fair and then like absolutely refusing to stay in character, and they'd all freak out on you.
I'm not saying I haven't actually done that before, but whatever.
I'd like to do it once, just for the giggle.
I always like the Opie and Anthony idea to go dressed as like a Star Trek guy and like not break character the whole time. Slap him again. Slap him again. Yeah.
God, I hate him.
So does everybody. That's the beauty of it. Yup, that's how psychosis works. You just gotta live to the end of the fantasy and you come right back.
Close enough.
Yeah, in 1990, people didn't know how psychopaths worked.
I'll give you that. I don't know that we're that much better on it in terms of.
I think the average television watching human being knows enough about mental illness to know that this was probably a really bad idea to do to somebody who was delusional like this.
That's true.
Not saying they know how to do it well, just saying this seems like a bad idea.
We definitely still live in a world where people think multiple personality disorder means you have a Tyler Durden living inside you.
Right.
Like,
But like we would know that a shrink wouldn't be encouraging this delusion. Yeah, that's not like I love Fight Club. I love it. But that is not how schizophrenia works, man. Like it's
no,
just
definitely not.
it's not. I wish schizophrenia was that cool. In fact, it's really sad and bad and just not good.
Yeah, it's like whenever someone says, like, I actually find the real disorder even more interesting than the movie version. Like, no, I don't. I definitely find the movie version of those things way more exciting. And
Well, they're more fun. The real
yes,
version is, I mean, if you know somebody who's suffering from it, is really sad.
no, I know that. That's what I'm saying. Like, whenever someone says, aren't the real ones even more interesting? Like, no, not at all. The
No,
one that's designed to be a plot device is
is
way better.
interest. Yeah, this is
Anyway,
so
I put on my
dumb.
Ernie costume, but
I like that it has a light on it just so that they know when they have to pretend to be electrocuted.
tee, tee.
This this is how this is how my first grade special ed educator taught me how to write better.
Oh, they hand in the when they get the letter, it's just like that's Leo Johnson's handwriting immediately.
Oh, geez, do they really?
No, no, wouldn't that be great?
It would. Why
The
did he just
the
feed him a
brain disorder
Jesus?
gives him nothing.
Why did they just feed him a Jesus wafer?
Why not? Yeah, definitely the headshots.
Yep.
Because Audrey's even got that haircut she hasn't had since episode one.
Mm-hmm. No.
I want that to be my phone ring.
No.
No, no.
No. I done a bad thing. In case you didn't get a good look at it before.
Versus.
He's That is not the actions of a hysteric. 5 random shots with maybe 1 or 2 hitting him. However, Donna here proving the true actions of a hysteric. I'm gonna have a change of heart.
Yeah, this is completely unearned.
Yeah, I think I'm with you with this being the worst subplot in the whole show.
I'm glad you came around. I
No,
hate this plot.
I still dislike some of the plots you like, but this is definitely easily the worst.
It's just boring. It's
It,
just you know where it's going the whole time.
but on top of that, it comes and goes in 4 episodes, and like it goes nowhere. Like this, like look, this is her reaction right here is supposed to make you sort of like feel like, yeah, she has been victimized and it's gone on so long that there's no bringing her back. But you've only known her for 4 episodes and she's just been a bitch the entire time. So who cares?
5 rounds tightly
You only shot him
grouped.
once.
5 rounds tightly grouped
One,
like a
hammer,
hysteric.
a hammer driven gun. Good luck. Okay. Two, unless you've actually spent some time in the range, 5 rounds tightly grouped in the chest, really fucking hard to do on a moving target.
No, that
Extraordinarily hard to do.
no, no, no. They said it last episode. That's how a panicking hysteric fires.
Oi. Haha, right by you. Oh,
Meanwhile,
them owls.
Dick Dastardly has a delivery to make.
They're not what they seem. I'm not paying for this.
I think those are free.
No. One day I'll wear you again. Not today. I like my pants up past my navel. That is creepier than the dead guy being left in the cop office.
Yeah, really.
That's it.
It's the nostrils that do it. I don't know why.
I got this fear of like porcelain anythings, and yeah, that's just creepy. Like,
God.
see, is that supposed to be like her death mask, or is that just a face he left?
You know, I hadn't considered that it might be the death mask, but you're right. It's probably the death mask.
Because why is he listening to that audio in his head right now?
Well, I think it's playing it loud.
Not from any device that we saw.
Yeah, no, they showed there's a tape recorder. He lifts up the mask and there's a tape recorder right there.
I thought that was a flashlight. My bad.
No,
Okay, no, cool. Sorry, I
you
thought it was
fool!
the eyes were glowing. I thought it was a
You
flashlight. I'm
complete
sorry.
fool!
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, that wraps up another episode of the Twin Peaks commentary track. Sorry, we probably blabbered through it more than we usually do. Remember, this is
No,
our second time through.
no, I'm sure that we actually held back a lot more than our first time through.
I hope so. I hope this comes out well this time.
Yeah,
If
no
not,
kidding.
thank you for suffering with us. We promise it'll be the regular format next week.
Eh.
Anyway, catch us on purefiller.com where we'll have the discussion podcast and many, many more thoughts about how bored I am with this James plot. Bye, everybody.
See you next week, guys.